12. Do you have Asha ready? Did she file in printed record? I see that she's on the felony case, but
Yes.
we don't have anything for her on this case.
Then I'll do it today, Judge. As attorney record, we've got a deal already worked out. In fact, they're gonna dismiss the felony, and we're gonna plead here on a deferred adjudication on this.
Are we do it today?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you want to sign on or do you want to sign her name?
It doesn't matter.
Whatever you want. And then, okay, great. We'll take care of you for sure. Okay, just,
Just a few minutes.
okay. And try to evade in a car where you put hundreds of other people's lives in danger with this 4,000-pound missile that you're careening over at however fast you're going. It's not gonna happen again.
Honestly, I just pulled in my driveway, but I understand.
Just- Don't matter where you're pulling into. You're pulling into the land of Oz. I don't care.
I understand.
The other thing you need to understand is that this will still show up on your record. So whenever you get pulled over by an officer, they're going to see all this stuff. They will instantaneously give you a hard time. And if you smell like booze, you smell like dope, anything funky, you will go down. This will not happen again, especially on a DWI. You understand? You don't get 2 bites of the apple. It looks like you guys have worked out an agreement where they are offering you 180 days in jail to be, oh, we're doing straight probation.
No, we're doing it deferred.
It's straight probation on our end. The paperwork.
It's written up as a straight.
It should be a deferred.
Yeah, Michael,
Is it a straight probation or deferred? You wrote like straight probation. It's a deferred offer. The defense is saying it should have been deferred. But on our end, it only says straight probation, so the defendant coming, they are coming. Yes.
It's, we don't do DWI deferreds. It's a probation.
so tell me about the crash, because that kind of sucks. He's evading, and how, is he going over 100?
No, he only went about.
72 miles per hour.
Yeah,
All right, it's not the worst.
he was going to his house. He was trying to park his car.
I'm gonna get to my house because nothing's gonna happen if I get to my house type defense.
Well, no, I think the police were right behind him. And he was going to leave the car so that if he's gonna get arrested, they wouldn't take the car.
Oh, I see. Oh, and that's,
I believe I made a mistake. The crash is not on the evading. It's on our case. It's a 3-vehicle crash on our case.
oh, so
Not on the evading.
he's on bond for an evading earner, and then he picks up a DWI.
Yes, and this
Right.
evading is quite old. It's from January of last year.
Right.
Okay, so I guess, do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir. Full cover.
I'm gonna tell you now, you act like a bonehead, I'm gonna take your privilege to drive away from you. And you working at a dealership, that's probably about the worst thing that can happen. You know, people who sell cars, if you're good enough and you have the gift of gab, holy moly, you can just kill it and make 150 a year. Just if you're really good. But really, you're killing yourself over and over and over. All right. As a condition of your bond, you're not allowed to use any kind of alcohol or dope. And I'm making that a condition. If I find that you're using, and I don't care what it is, even if it's marijuana, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds from us. Do you understand?
Sir.
Now, have you gone upstairs to deal with whether they're going to revoke the bond? Do you know?
No, they're not gonna vote the contract. No, not upstairs. No,
Okay.
that's all. He's been on bond for quite a while on that case.
Judge, he has conditions for this possession.
So we did no drugs, no alcohol, and randoms. Okay.
Just that for kids, basically.
Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. Bro, I just noticed. Right. Okay. So he goes with you, Mr. Cummings. Really? Just be good, man. It's not wrong. I hope not. Mr. Sabalos, good morning.
Warren,
So I hear that you signed for 5 years in prison, huh?
sir.
That makes me happy because you're a very dangerous person. While you're in prison, our streets are safe. I want you to know now that you have 2 DWIs with us and you're pleading guilty to both of those DWIs today. What that means is that you now have 2. If you pick up another DWI, you will be facing a 3rd-degree felony. And it's very possible that with that 3rd-degree felony, when you pick up a serious felony and you have at least 1 pen trip, you could be looking the next time at a 15 minimum, 15 to life case. When you have 2 pen trips, you're labeled as a true habitual. And at that point, it's a minimum of 25 to life. That's what you could potentially be looking at if you ever get in a car and even have a remote smell of anything funky on your breath or in the car. Because with your record, you get pulled over, they're going to immediately harass, harangue, and do whatever they can to you. So don't give them the opportunity. If you want to get lit, just don't get into a car. Easy enough. Your whole life, if you just don't get into a car, you'd be out in the free world.
Yes, sir.
When you get to prison, do something with yourself. The education there is free. Get a degree. Get a high school diploma. Do something good when you come out. We don't want you to go for 15 years. You know what I mean? And if you're going to come out and continue, just don't kill anyone. That's all we're asking. It's not much. On both of the DWIs, on one, are we keeping the 15 enhancement on the first one? Do you know?
It's a 0.15 because it's 0.2, but
Is it true that you had at least a 0.15 or above, Mr. Samalas?
Sir.
True enhancement. So on that one, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On your other DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where it's basically time served. We're giving you credit for all the time that you've done. However, like I said, both of these DWIs will reflect a conviction. So anytime you're in Texas, wherever you go, you get pulled over, you get another charge, you're looking at a 3rd-degree felony, a minimum of 2 to 10 in the prison. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Sorry.
How do you plead to the offenses, sir? Guilty or not guilty? And we'll find you guilty, true to the enhancement on the first case. And what time are we looking at? How's that even possible? Dude's been in custody for how long you been in custody?
about 3 weeks. Jack.
That's it? No,
Yeah, I mean, he's got 21 days. That sounds about right. So
all right, well, it is what it is. I mean, it's 3 days with 19 days credit on one, and then it's 3 days with 21 credit on the other one. I will send it to these. I'm now going to suspend your license for a year on both of these cases. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, Mr. Simoes. All right.